Good evening and welcome to the New River Network's coverage of girls high school basketball. We're in postseason action tonight. It's Region 3 Quad A regional playoff action as the Oak Hill Red Devils host the South Charleston Black Eagles. I'm Chris Rader, and I'm joined tonight by my broadcast partner Lucas Berry, who's at midcourt with Oak Hill head coach Daryl Compton.
And good evening, everyone. We are here live on location at the Lilly Center. I'm Lucas Berry here from the New River Network with Daryl Compton, Oak Hill girls basketball coach. Coach, you and I talked before the game. We said it's a great day for a home playoff game. What's the mentality of your girls and your team as you go into this playoff game at home?
Just read their shirts. Mindset. They're excited that it's our first one at home. I think the first one in history for Oak Hill in a regional standpoint. So they're pumped. We had a really good week of practice. They're excited.
So let's talk about that. First time in forever, at least. What does that mean for this program to have a home playoff game in a regional? It is a big regional tournament, so it's not like you won a section, but it is still a regional tournament. What does that mean to have a home playoff game in this round?
It just means that, we're continuing to build. We're not where we want to be, but the girls have bought in to what we want to do here, and it's all on them now. So
let's talk about this game. You split with them. They won here, you went down there and won. Both games were, I think, by combined 5 points. What should we expect tonight, and how do you come out of here with the win?
So they shoot the ball very. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, you heard it here first, everyone. That is Daryl Compton from the Oak Hill girls basketball head coach. We'll be back with the game after this on the New River Network. Stay tuned. We're back with the game here in just a few minutes. Lucas Berry, Chris Rader here with you. And Chris, the math is very simple. You win the next two games, you're going to Charleston. But then again, it is never that simple. And this is the time of the year when the margin of error is razor thin.
Well, yeah, this is the whole reason you play to get to this, to get to the postseason. And, I think we're starting March Madness. Officially March starts tomorrow, but postseason basketball here for the girls. And, like our buddy Greg Christus said, you play 20-some games just to get to this postseason, and it's one and done. And, yeah, you're exactly right. So you lose and you go home. So I know Oak Hill definitely doesn't want to go home, and, you can hear. And it's just like he said, they're taking baby steps to get to the kind of program that they want to get to. They're not where they want to be yet, just like he said, but they're slowly getting there and getting a win here tonight. And like you said, you get a win with the format now. You get a win here tonight, and you're one game away from going to Charleston, which is unbelievable.
It really is. It seems like, man, we're already there. We should have more work to do.
Absolutely.
Should have to win a section or something. But yeah, South Charleston comes in here with a record of 6-12. Like I said, they split. They beat, and I wrote this down. They beat Oak Hill, a school out of Ohio, Rock Hill Senior High School, Riverside Independence in Huntington, and Oak Hill was 12-9, but they split the 2 games prior. So, and they were like a combined 5 points. This should be a close game.
Yeah, you're right. If you go by the 2 games these teams played in the regular season, this should be a very competitive game. And Daryl kind of told me the same thing that he told you during the interview. They're a very outside-oriented team. I'm talking about South Charleston. They like to shoot the 3. They don't have much of a post presence. So I think his plan was maybe come out in a 2-3 and really extend that zone and try to push them out past that three-point line as much as possible. So if they are taking three-point shots, they're not taking 20-footers. Maybe they're taking 22 or 23-footers.
We'll see if that plan works. And Donald, the we talked about for the last couple games, like 5 or 6 games of regular season, Coach Compton kind of worked on something. They were trying something out late in the season. For this time of year, let's see if what they were working on works out.
Yeah, he tried a couple different presses during the season. He went with the 2-2-1, went with the 2-1-2. So he tried a couple different press defenses. But, you know, like we've talked about before, you play exhibitions. The regular season, in essence, in some ways, is exhibition games to get to this. Maybe not as much anymore because you are playing for seeding now, where in the past you didn't. But, yeah, he tried some different things. And I heard
Let's also make note of this, and I feel like I'm just hammering home the same point, just stressing it differently. This is a 4-5 game. If you look across the entire history of sports, 4-5 games are usually really close.
Yeah, the 4-5 games, when you get into quarterfinals like we're in, you know, this is an automatic quarterfinal with 8 teams in the region. Those are always the games that interest me the most because they're usually the most 2 evenly matched teams. So, yeah, and given what happened in the previous 2 games, I'm expecting a really tough game here tonight. Now, I'll tell you what I want to see personally tonight from Oak Hill. The last game that you and I did for the Oak Hill girls was Wyoming East, and it was ugly. Wyoming East is a really good team, and they're better than Oak Hill. I don't think they're 53 points better than Oak Hill, and I don't think that should have been a 53-point game. And I thought Oak Hill's effort, especially defensively, that game was just really poor. Now, you're in the postseason. You cannot have lazy, poor effort. So I want to see better defensive intensity for Oak Hill. And frankly, I think that we will. I expect to see Oak Hill come out and play with more defensive intensity here tonight. But they're going to have to, or they're going to go home early.
Let's talk about that bracket while we have a chance. The other 3-6 game is Woodrow, number 3 seed, hosting Riverside, the 6 seed. And then the number 1 seed is St. Albans, number 2 seed is George Washington.
Yeah, so if Oak Hill, the winner of this game, obviously gets the winner of the St. Albans, and you have to remember who you said the 8 seed was there.
There's only 6 teams in there. There's only 6.
I'm sorry, so they'll
automatically go to St. Albans.
They'll automatically go to St. Albans then, which is the number 1 seed. So, yeah, competitive region. We saw some of these teams earlier this year. We saw Woodrow. Woodrow's a really good team. So, yeah, if they get by tonight, they still have a big mountain to climb after going down to St. Albans and take on the Lady Red Dragons.
Oh, yeah. And we're just about set to get this thing rolling. We've been the introductions, players have been introduced, and we're about set for tip-off. South Charleston in the orange jersey with black numerals trimmed in white. Some black with some white trim down the side. Oak Hill in the traditional home. Oak Hill in black outlined in red, and the number in red outlined in black.
Now, I can tell you, we're already seeing something different. It looks like Danielle Parsons is going to get the start here. The games that we've done, I don't remember Danielle getting the start before, so that's already
Nor do I, yeah.
a little change in Oak Hill's lineup. So Danielle Parsons is going to get the start here tonight for Oak Hill, and it looks like Allie Williams, who typically starts for the Red Devils, is going to come off the bench here.
Jada Satterfield against Natalie Craddock in the middle.
Now, Satterfield's a big girl, but Daryl told me she's also their best outside shooter, so that's something to keep an eye on, number 25 for South Charleston.
Casey Compton got it back over now to the starting Danielle Parsons, who will get it over to Addie Isaacs. Isaacs will have it stolen away here by Nayani Watson. Watson going to the bucket. Nice feed. It's brought down by Parsons, but Watson gets it back. Nayani Watson with the ball here now. It's over to number 3, Hannah Moore.
And it looks like both teams have come out here in a 2-3 zone to start the game, Lucas.
Watson kicked it back out to Gracie Morrison. That shot is up, but it's no good. Cadillac is in there, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow through South Charleston here early.
So Natalie was battling number 25, Jada Satterfield, in there. That's going to stay down here on South Charleston. They initially signaled that was going to be Oak Hill ball.
Hannah Moore will inbound. She'll kick it all the way back out to Morrison. Morrison over to Watson now in the corner. Watson will circle things back up the top of the key. She'll get it back over to Michaela Collins.
And Oak Hill is extending that 2-3 out past the three-point line. That's going to be a long 2. Good job by Natalie Craddock to control the glass right there.
And up comes Tasia Gray now for Oak Hill. She will kick it back out. Danielle Parsons going baseline.
Good strong drive.
She draws the foul.
That was a good, strong baseline drive by Danielle Parsons that time. Couldn't finish, but did draw the foul.
She's trying to bring the first point of the game to the Red Devils here with 7 minutes even to go in the first quarter.
That's going to be on number 3, Hannah Moore. That's her first and the team's first.
Her first free throw is up. It is good. It's 1-0 Oak Hill.
You know, Lucas, it's funny how coaches get a feel for things in practice and will make moves and trust their gut like that, because Danielle's came off the bench all year. Oak Hill showing a press, getting a steal.
Tasia got it back out to Natalie Craddock. They're working inside. Can't see who took that shot. It was off the mark regardless. And it should be Craddock. I don't know how that didn't go out of bounds.
I didn't either. I thought that was going out of bounds too.
Nayani Watson. Watson kicked it back over. Hannah Moore will take a shot. She will miss, and that'll go to Oak Hill as it goes off a Black Eagle.
And you can see, Lucas, South Charleston does look for that outside shot. Daryl told me they don't have much of a post presence. They don't look to push it inside very much. They shoot from the outside quite a bit.
Addie Isaacs will take a 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is corralled by Danielle Parsons, but it goes. Will stay on this end as it goes off a South Charleston player, evidently.
And Danielle's having an impact on the game already. She's got the only 2 points and did a nice job of keeping that ball alive for Oak Hill that time.
Coach Compton saw something, man. Danielle Parsons. Addie Isaacs.
Now, South Charleston's in the zone, but I'm telling you, they look confused out there. I'm not sure they're on the same page on that zone.
Isaacs will go to the bucket herself, puts it up off the top of the
Danielle
rim.
Parsons, another offensive rebound.
And a whistle on the floor.
I thought there was some contact on Addie's shot right there. I was surprised there wasn't a foul call, but Danielle Parsons again crashing the glass there. And Oak Hill showing a 2-2-1 press here, Lucas.
Moore has to get rid of it, and she does. They'll find Watson. Watson will go to the bucket, cannot get it to fall. Danielle Parsons again with the rebound.
Sure.
Parsons gets it over to Addie Isaacs. In the corner
Good
now,
ball
it's
movement.
Casey Compton. Compton put a shot up. She'll drain it.
I think that was a long 2. Really good ball movement that time for Oak Hill because they're staying in that press.
4-0 Red Devils here early. It's free. Who wants it? Tasia Gray wanted it, but she ran out of room.
Yeah, but the Black Eagles are struggling with that press here a little bit.
Nayani Watson for South Charleston. 5:11 to go here. First quarter. Gracie Morrison back over to Watson, back over to Morrison. Corner 3 is in the air. It is no good. That was from Michaela Collins, and the jump ball will give it to Oak Hill.
I think that they're actually going to call a foul on Danielle Parsons. That's going to be a shooting foul, and that'll send Hannah Moore to the line that South Charleston is looking to get on the board for the first time here tonight.
5 minutes even to go in the first quarter. Coming into the game for South Charleston is number 11, Paisley Henderson. I did not catch who reported.
The Jada Satterfield went out, so that makes South Charleston really small. Satterfield's easily their biggest player. This Moore drains both of those. And now South Charleston showing their own press. That might have been why they went small. They want to get their guards in there and press.
Oak Hill breaks it. Tasia Gray will take a three. She drained it. 7-2 Oak Hill.
Almost a steal that time by Casey Compton, too.
Okay, the Red Devils are flying all over this court so far in
I
this
can
game.
tell you the defensive intensity right now is 10 times better than it was against Wyoming East. 10 times better. They look like they want to be out there. That's going to be an illegal screen on number 11, Paisley Henderson. So that'll be her first, and they'll give Oak Hill possession of the ball.
Addie Isaacs will have it for Oak Hill. She will get it over to Casey Compton. Compton over to Tasia Gray. Addie Isaacs, foul call. It'll be a blocking foul.
Yeah, that's going to be a block on number 10, Naomi Watson. That'll be her first, the team third. And it looks like Satterfield's going to check quickly back into the game for Henderson. So Satterfield gives them their size back. And again, Darryl told me Satterfield's they're probably their best three-point shooter. Nice inbounds play. Addie just couldn't quite knock that down.
But she'll get a second chance as it goes off the South Charleston player. Let's make a point while we can because we're not even halfway through the quarter. If South Charleston has 2 more fouls committed, Oak Hill is shooting 2 free throws the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Compton will get it into Tasia Gray. Gray got it back over to her, and now she gets it back. Tasia Gray with the 3. It is off the front of the rim. But Casey Compton tracks down the rebound, and she'll get it into Natalie Craddock. Craddock put it over the bucket, but couldn't get it to fall. And now a tie-up will give Oak Hill the ball back.
That was a good, strong take by Natalie. Did a good job to stay with the play and tied up and retain the possession for Oak Hill.
Tasia Gray with the ball now for the Red Devils. Half quarter gone. Danielle Parsons, Tasia Gray. Addie Isaacs in the corner. Will take a 3. No, in and out.
That's good ball movement. I like the ball movement from Oak Hill. That's not a bad shot.
Mahoney Watson going to the bucket. She cannot get the ball. Danielle Parsons is in there once again.
Danielle Parsons is all over the glass for Oak Hill.
Tasia Gray, corner 3, no. And that'll be corralled by Michaela Collins. And it's stolen away here.
Good pass
Isaacs
up
going
ahead.
up to Compton. Couldn't finish it, but Craddock's there.
Nice job by Natalie to clean up the mess there.
9-2 Oak Hill.
They're in that 2-2-1 press. South Charleston did a pretty nice job of breaking at that time. Yeah, that's going to be a foul, though, on Danielle. That's already her second. And she's played really well here. But 2 quick fouls may cause Darryl to make a change, and he sure is going to. So Jada Wilburn's going to check in. Jordan Harris is going to check in. It's Casey Compton
and
Danielle Parsons. Yeah.
So Oak Hill's spark plug so far is on the bench. We'll see if this changes the dynamic of the game at all.
She's done a really nice job on the glass for Oak Hill. Danielle Parsons here early.
Long 3. No good. Craddock is able to corral the rebound.
And that's what they need Natalie to do down there in that 2-3 zone is control the paint. So far she has been.
Addie Isaacs started back over to Jada Wilburn. Now back to Isaacs. Cross-court pass to Jordan Harris.
I wouldn't mind seeing somebody get into the foul line and try to penetrate that zone in the middle. They're just kind of passing around the perimeter right now. Somebody has to make themselves available at that foul line area.
Corner 3, no.
Good rebound by Harris.
It's up to good to fall. And again, Oak Hill bags the rebound. Addie Isaacs once again now for Oak Hill. She'll kick it back out. Comes all the way out to Jordan Harris. Harris thought about a 3, thought better of it. Tasia Gray will take a 3. Had it rim out. Harris going, and it will stay on this end.
Boy, Oak Hill's really controlling the glass, though, Lucas. Oak Hill's getting a lot of offensive rebounds.
And Satterfield comes back into the game.
And Satterfield's coming back in, to limit that. You're exactly right. Also, number 14, Ziona Carter, checked in for her first action of the game now for the Black
Eagles. Tasia Gray.
Boy, they had Addie for a wide-open layup on that inbound. They just missed her.
Jordan Harris will kick it back out. Jada Wilburn will take it. Couldn't quite get there, but Natalie Cutoff does. Don't know how there wasn't a foul call on that. But Satterfield comes up with it for now. It's Addie Isaacs going to the bucket. She got it!
That's her first 2 of the game and extends it to an 11-2 Oak Hill lead. Better watch it 10 seconds. Oh, they bailed him out.
Oh, man.
That was getting ready to be a 10-second violation, and Tasia Gray fouled her at probably the 9.5-second mark of it.
Louisville just caused them to have 10 more seconds. How about it? No need. Ziona Carter up against that
good
baseline.
defense by
Hannah
Jordan
Moore
Harris. Yeah, really good defense on the sideline there. She cut off Hannah Moore, had nowhere to go with the ball. Again, really good defensive intensity here for Oak Hill so far.
That ball is free for the taking, and Morrison does bring it down. Gracie Morrison over to Hannah Moore. Moore will kick it back out. It's Carter. Long
Good
two.
block.
What a block from Natalie Cutoff. She'll go to the lane herself. She'll put it up. Can't get it to fall. Addie Isaacs was in there on the rebound.
I really wanted her to finish that.
I did too, man. She earned it too.
Yeah, I think she's going to actually pick up the foul, so it's going to be Natalie's first. It was a great block. Did a nice job of corralling the ball and going coast to coast. Just couldn't quite finish that layup. Heads up. Baseball pass. I thought that was coming toward us,
I did
my man.
too.
Yeah, that was coming toward us. Baseball passes. Kirsten Vassell checks in for her first action of the game. Addie Isaacs takes a seat.
Tasia Gray with the ball for the Red Devils. A minute to go here, first quarter, 11-2. Oak Hill has the lead.
I think South Charleston's in a 1-2-2 here. That's what it looks like to me. It could be a 2-3, but it looks like it's a 1-2-2.
And Natalie in the middle of that zone. We'll try to.
She's going to pick up the foul. I think it's going to be on number 14, if I saw it correctly. Yeah.
That'll be Ziona Carter.
That'll be Ziona Carter. It's going to send Natalie to the line. She's already got a field goal looking to add to this Oak Hill lead.
How about Natalie in the midst of everyone down there? Was it 4 against 1? I think it was 4 against 1. She muscled her way through that.
Yeah, Natalie's the biggest player on the court. And they need her to control the paint down there on both ends of the court. And so far, Natalie's played a nice game.
She makes her first one. It's 12-2. 48.4 seconds to go in the quarter. And she can't get the second one to fall, but she's in there on the rebound. And it's Tasia Gray with the ball now for Oak Hill.
Natalie's looking to post. She's really battling Satterfield down there.
Tasia will take it herself off front iron. And South Charleston.
Natalie took it from
now.
her.
Natalie going up, can't finish. Oh, my goodness.
If Oak Hill could finish the 3-footers, they would be up like 25-2 right now. They have missed so many layups.
I mean, all things considered, if you're South Charleston's bench, you got to be thinking it's only 10.
Yeah, exactly. So Jocelyn Canada is checking in for her first action for the Black Eagles. She's number 2.
And that's a 3 from Jada Wilburn. It's off the mark.
Stolen. Jordan Harris with the steal there.
And they'll take it right back.
So it's not a thing of beauty so far. It's really scattered. Yeah. Both teams are playing hard. It's not the most aesthetically beautiful game I've ever seen. Both teams are playing hard. I'll give them that.
Tasia will take a 3. Why
Boom.
not? She got it.
That was aesthetically beautiful, though. Nice shot by Tasia. She's got 6.
And that should be Oak Hill. No, it'll stay on South Charleston.
And they just have 2.4 seconds to get a shot off here before the end of the quarter. Let's see if they're aware of the clock here.
Hannah Moore will inbound. Trying to go back inside. Shots up. Can't get it to fall. And that's how the quarter ends. 15-2 Oak Hill. And you know what? You better get in the fast lane, Grandma. The bingo game is ready to roll. We'll be back for the second quarter after this. Well, right after I made my impromptu tribute to a great broadcaster and made myself look like an idiot, they called a foul. Yeah. I don't know how, but they did with 0.3 of a second to go in the quarter.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. That sends Tamara Williams to the line. She just nailed the first one. She's got one more coming to her.
And with 0.3 of a second, it's going to expire. So now we have a quarter break. We're back to the second quarter, this time for real. With Lucas Berry and Chris right here say 15-3 Oak Hill lead. And, well, the defensive intensity to me is the name of the game so far. For both teams.
I think that's what's staked into this 15-3 lead. Oak Hill's defensive intensity has been really good, whether it's in the half court or when they're going to that 2-2-1 press. And they're really extending that 2-3 out right now.
Mariani Watson for South Charleston on the foul line. She will kick it back out. They're a three-shooting team, and
that's a really nice shot out there by Paisley Henderson.
Up ahead comes Addie Isaac. She will kick it back out to Danielle Parsons for three. Thought we were going to trade threes for a second, but nope. And Oak Hill gets another possession here.
Casey Compton just bothered her, and she was able to cause the turnover down there, and that'll retain the possession for Oak Hill.
Tasia Gray. Addie Isaac.
And I do think, South Charleston's in a 2-3 now for sure.
Casey Compton. Corner three. Can't see you took it. Missed it regardless. And now we'll go out of bounds. It'll be South Charleston ball. 45 seconds gone for second quarter.
That was Tasia Gray that took that from the corner there. And again, I wouldn't mind seeing, you got Allie Williams in the game. Maybe put Allie at that foul line position and maybe run the offense through her for a minute. Put somebody in that foul line extended position against that 2-3 zone. And again, we're going to have, it's going to be a timeout actually.
Timeout on the floor with 7:05 to go here in the second quarter of action. I didn't see whether it was a full or a 30 or what.
Yeah, I didn't either. He was just looking. I think they were really close to a 10-second call again.
Right.
And head coach Ahmad Witten was just looking to retain the possession for South Charleston. He didn't want to have another turnover.
And that's another point. We talked about defensive intensity. It's come in that form of pressing and having South Charleston be continually up against a 10-second call.
Yeah, they've struggled to even get the ball across half court here 2 or 3 times here this game. Already a ton of turnovers for South Charleston. And again, if Oak Hill can make half of the layups that they've had, they'd be up 20 now easily. As it stands, they're still up 9, but South Charleston within striking distance because Oak Hill just can't put the ball in the hoop enough. And that was almost a turnover just off a careless inbound. Yeah. She got that's a. Let's see what he is. Yeah, I was going to say this. So he caught a illegal screen on Tamara Williams. It was a hard pick. And I wasn't sure if he was what the call was going to be on there, but they said it was a legal screen by Tamara Williams that's going to go kill the ball. This is what I've been asking for. That's a nice find to Addie. That's a tough shot. Boy,
but she got it.
That's a tough shot underneath, but if anybody can hit that, Addie Isaac sure can. She's a really crafty scorer. She just knows how to get the ball in the bucket.
She's one of 2 1,000-point scorers on the team for this year. The other one is Tasia Gray, and they're both
good steal by Addie. Really good hands.
Casey Compton going up ahead. Casey Compton to the bucket.
Oh, missed another
can't finish,
layup.
But it fell right back
gracious.
to her. Danielle Parsons in there and got rejected inside. And Oak Hill will come away with it. Allie Williams had the ball. It'll be a tie-up. And we'll see which way that goes.
Coach Ahmad Witten was really animated down there. He's upset with one of his players. Gracie Morrison's going to check in. And it looks like Ziana Carter's going to check out. But Ahmad Witten came out on the court 3 steps to bark at one of his players down there. He was really unhappy.
Isaac thought about it 3, thought better of it. Tasia Gray was
That's
over
a nice pass.
Tonight. That's a really good pass, and Addie just can't finish, but she got it on rebound.
There you go.
Put it back up and in.
She's got 6 now, matches Tasia for the game-high scores for Oak Hill. And again, they're close to a 10-second call. They're just throwing the ball away. Pressure really bothering them here, Lucas. Really bothering them. Nice pass. Parsons couldn't finish it, though.
Crowd, a member of the crowd pointed out that was still kill ball on the end line, and he was right. So the Red Devils will keep it on this end.
I think we're going to have a timeout here. 30-second.
30-second timeout with 5:35 to go here in second quarter. Let's remind everyone, this is the 4th game of the Region 3 girls basketball tournament. If you win tonight, well, congratulations. You got to go to St. Albans.
You got to go play the #1 seed. It's not supposed to be easy, though,
no.
Right? It's not. You're supposed to earn it. So if you win tonight, you got to go down to St. Albans and play the #1 seed. But Darrell will take that over, going home and being done for the rest of the year. So I'm really impressed with Oak Hill's intensity here tonight. I got to tell you, I mentioned this when we did the game. I wasn't impressed when they played Wanamaie East. They looked like they didn't want to be out there. But they're playing with playoff postseason intensity here tonight, and I'm glad to see that.
So many times you hear Coach say, we've had a great week of practicing. I'm not calling Darrell a liar because I don't take him to – I know he's not. But so many times you hear that and you go, well, okay, is it true? Show me. Let's see.
But, yeah.
And they have.
Well, you can definitely tell they've been practicing that zone press, and that's giving South Charleston fits tonight. And that's what has staked Oak Hill to the 19-6 lead is the defense, because they're really shooting the ball really poorly, but South Charleston just can't retain possession of the ball.
They will retain possession here. They got to get it out, and they do, to Tasia Gray. Gray working in the corner. Danielle Parsons takes a 3. It's off front iron. And it comes out to Gracie Morrison for South Charleston. Morrison trying to go behind the back. Addie Isaacs has to get it over to Tasia. Tasia will cross the halfway line for Oak Hill. She'll take a 3 from the top of the key. Couldn't get it to fall. And
I think we're going to have a foul down there as Morrison was pushed out of bounds. See who that's on. It's going to be on Casey Compton, and that'll be Casey's first.
For as many fouls as South Charleston picked up in the first part of the first quarter, it's been relatively tame so far in the second quarter. Only 2 fouls apiece, and we're nearly 3 minutes in.
They throw it away again, though. They're just – that press is really throwing off their timing and getting in their head a little bit. And it's all they can do to get the ball across half court at this point.
Tasia Gray.
That's a good crossover to get in the lane. That's good defense, though, by Williams. She cut her off. Tasia had a nice crossover. Looked like she had a layup, but Williams blocked that shot.
Morrison will take a three. Can't get it to fall. Tasia with the rebound, and it came all the way out to her. She'll start it back out the floor now. It's Danielle Parsons. Back over to Tasia Gray. Gray got it to Casey Compton. Now back to Danielle Parsons.
Somebody's got to cut through that lane when that.
Speaking of,
that was it. That was what they wanted. Danielle was cutting through the lane like she was supposed to. Couldn't handle the pass, though. She went over and back with it. That was Paisley Henderson who went over and back, and another South Charleston turnover. I wish we could keep trying. I would love to see what the field goal attempts are. Oak Hill's got to have 4 or 5 times the number of field goal attempts Charleston.
Easily.
South Charleston does at this point. They can hardly get the ball across the half court line half the time.
All right, here we go. It's Danielle Parsons in the corner. She'll try a three. Nearly got it. Casey Compton tracks down the rebound, and a tie up on the floor. She'll give it to South Charleston, and it does. 4:16 to go here, first half. 19-6, Oak Hill with the lead. Hannah Moore will inbound to Gracie Morrison.
And again, there's that 2-2-1 press. Tasia got her hand on it.
Goes back down to
good
Naomi
block
Watson.
from behind.
What a block.
Yeah, he's going to call it a jump ball. That's a really good block from behind by Addie Isaacs. Good recovery that time. As Watson actually had her beat baseline, but she recovered and got her hand on it. Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Watson. She was just bodying Tasia Gray all the way up the sideline that time. It's going to be Watson's second.
Team second of the quarter. Can't see who that is. That's number 12.
Michaela Collins checks back into the game for South Charleston.
Tasia Gray has it now for Oak Hill. Danielle Parsons. Natalie was cutting in. She'll get it back over to Parsons. Isaacs in the corner. Couldn't get the roll.
That's going to be a foul on Natalie Craddock. Yeah, she came over her back, so that'll be Natalie's second. Now, that's definitely a shot that Addie can hit. I don't think they have a problem with Addie taking open threes against this zone.
Jada Wilburn and Jordan Harris back into the game for Danielle Parsons and Casey Compton for Oak Hill. So on the floor right now, it's Tasia Gray, Addie Isaacs, Jada Wilburn, Jordan Harris, and Natalie Craddock for Oak Hill.
Better job breaking that press. Now Oak Hill's going to settle back into their 2-3 half-court zone.
Gracie Morrison nearly lost the run in front of Coach Compton. Morrison will go to the bucket herself. Foul called.
I think it's going to be a charge.
Wow.
On Gracie Morrison. No, they're going to call a foul. I thought that was going to be a charge initially. It looks like it's going to be on, I think it's Jordan Harris. And if it is, that is going to be Jordan's second.
Allie Williams is getting up off the bench, so that might be. First free throw from Morrison is no good. It's still 19-6. And Natalie Craddock is the Oak Hill player who departs as Allie Williams checks back into the game. Allie on the bench, we've seen her start so far some games this season. But yeah, again, Danielle Parsons played her way into the rotation.
Danielle Parsons has played well tonight, though. That's a lineup change that's worked out well for Darryl, I think.
Harris brings the rebound down. It's out to Addie Isaacs. Isaacs on the baseline.
He's just going to say, it's going to go back to South Charleston. He's going to say Addie just lost her foot. He went out of bounds with it.
And it is still only a 13-point game. It is by no means a runaway yet.
They did a better job breaking at that time. But Oak Hill's looking to trap, and they just took it from her. Oak Hill's trapping all over the court.
Tasia Gray. Gray going to the bucket. That ball hits the underside of the backboard.
Yeah, I've said it hasn't been a thing of beauty.
No,
I
it's
love
not.
the effort, but yeah, it hasn't been a thing of beauty, man. That's for sure. But the effort's been there. That's all you can ask for is effort.
From our perspective, a win is a win.
A win is a win. That's exactly right.
A lead is a lead, as it were, as yet. It's not quite a win yet.
And another
but it will
turnover.
be a Gil's possession.
Just another turnover. That press is really, really bothering the Black Eagles here.
I think we got a timeout on the floor here. I couldn't see who called it or for what duration. I think it's a full because Coach Compton has sat his starters as opposed to everyone standing. It's 2:55 to go here in the second quarter. 19-6, Oak Hill has the lead. They have the 4 seed. South Charleston is the 5 seed. And again, the winner goes to St. Albans. And if you win that game, you're going to Charleston
You're
to play
going to
for the whole
states,
thing.
yeah, man, absolutely. With the new format and only 6 teams in the region. Now, what I think is kind of weird, and I'm not exactly a fan of it, if St. Albans wins one game, they're at states.
Yeah.
And that I was noticing with the new format that they've implemented this year, some of these top seeds, you get a bye, you win one game and you're there. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. I'd like to see you have to win at least a couple in the postseason before you get to Charleston, but I'm screaming at clouds, I guess. They've made their decision, and that's the way it's going to be this year anyway.
The biggest thing I thought when you talked about eliminating sectional tournaments is for a team that loses in region, you've now deprived them of the opportunity to lift the trophy at some point.
No, and I think that's right. And in years past, you've seen teams, have sectional championships, and I think that means something, still be able to have a sectional championship. I agree with you.
Addie Isaacs.
I think South Charleston's back in a 1-2-2 now. They're switching that defense. That's a good idea. That's what I want to see. They tried to go inside Allie Williams, who just couldn't handle the pass, but I like that idea to try to get something inside instead of just settling for threes, passing around the perimeter.
Jada Woodman's going to pass on the perimeter. She'll find Addie Isaacs, who kicked it back out. Tasia Gray, wide open three, can't get it to fall. Addie was trying to get the rebound there, but it will not come to her. It might still come to the Red Devils, but no, it comes to South Charleston. Morrison will line up a three.
That was a good step-in three. Allie Williams did a nice job of batting that away from Satterfield, but South Charleston still came up with it.
Watson, back over to Morrison.
And really, South Charleston, they have no idea how to attack this zone. They just look so confused down here on the offensive end. They're trying to post Satterfield against Harris. That's a big mismatch. That's
Morrison
a nice
going
pass.
To Satterfield
That's going to be an and
foul.
one. That was a really nice pass. That's going to be Harris's third. And I believe that pass came from Naomi Watson. That was a really nice kind of behind-the-back, no-look pass.
Yeah.
And that's the best set they've had. South Charleston's really struggled to attack that zone.
Don't look down, but it's a 10-point game.
Finishes the three-point play. Yeah, it's a 10-point game. And South Charleston's showing their own pressure now. That's a step in
will line a three up. She got it.
She can do that. If you let her step into enough threes, she's going to start knocking down some of them.
Morrison. Gracie Morrison got it over to Hannah Moore. Moore will hand it off to number 12, Michaela
Looking
Collins.
for Satterfield down there again. That's a mismatch. Nice job by Satterfield. They do have a mismatch down there against Jordan Harris. Satterfield's got size advantage over her.
South Charleston on a mini run.
That's a nice take. That's a really nice take.
Allie Williams puts it back up.
Nice
she got the
by
hometown
Allie.
goal.
Nice job by Allie to crash the glass.
Leonie Watson over to Hannah Moore.
They got to look for Satterfield again in the post there.
Morrison will line up
Or
for three.
do that. Or do that. That works too.
Tasia Gray. Jada Wilburn, no. Allie was in there trying to get the rebound, and we'll see which way it goes. With 37.7 seconds to go in the first half, it looks like it'll stay on this end. No, yes it will. Harris kind of laid into one there. Was off the mark.
It's a good kick.
Long three. No good. Tasia Gray will have it 4-0 kill.
Let's see if they hold. I don't know if
I don't think she's going to.
doesn't have any hold in her. Left hand
No, she
layup
doesn't.
good.
She got it. Leonie Watson. Someone's going to take the last shot. And wouldn't have counted either way. At halftime, it's 26-14. That's been a thing of beauty, but it's been a darn good game. We'll be back with the second half after this on the News Network. We welcome you back here at the Lilly Center. Lucas Berry, Chris Rader here with you. It is 26-14 Oak Hill with the lead. And Chris, we talked about it just because it feels like we have to. It's the last game we did with the Oak Hill girls. Wyoming East came in here last week and just absolutely ran Oak Hill out of its own gym, in part due to Oak Hill's lack of defensive intensity. It's a complete 180 tonight. They said they haven't run South Charleston out of the gym because they haven't been able to finish a lot underneath the bucket. But that's been the story of the game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. That 2-2-1 press from Oak Hill. South Charleston's doing good to even get it across the half-court line a lot of times, and that's definitely what has staked Oak Hill to this lead. And maybe going to a press automatically picks up your defensive intensity anyway. I don't know. But they definitely look a lot better tonight than they looked against Wyoming East, and that's what staked them to the lead. Now, again, but from the South Charleston perspective, if you're head coach Ahmad Whitten, you're probably telling your girls, we couldn't have played worse in that first half, and we're still only down 12. We're still within striking distance. If they could somehow hang on to the ball and break the press and get a few stops, they're right back in the game. So at least that would be my message if I'm the South Charleston coach, is that's probably the worst first half we could have possibly had. And we're still, relatively within the game, only down 12. So we'll see if they make any adjustments. I thought their best offensive sets were when they got Jada Satterfield posted in there. She had a mismatch with Jordan Harrison, and something to keep an eye on. The only player in real foul trouble for either team is Natalie Craddock with 3 fouls. So if Natalie's in foul trouble, that might open the door to post Satterfield down here a little bit for South Charleston.
To your point, South Charleston, they got Satterfield posted up late in the first half, like the last couple of minutes. I don't have the actual number, but I felt like they scored as many points in the last 2 minutes of the first half than they did the entire first half prior. They got going. They started figuring out, and again, like, hey, it couldn't have been a worse start, but we started the comeback early on later on in that half.
I think if you're South Charleston, that's the message that has to be to your team, is you have to build off of that. And then if you're Daryl Compton, you just say, girls, if we hit any layups, this is a laugher. It's a complete laugher. Oak Hill they got more field goal attempts. I wish we had the numbers on that, but the field goal attempt number has to be astronomically in favor of Oak Hill.
All right, we're back underway.
And they got that 2-3 zone, Lucas, and they're being really aggressive with it, extending them out.
Gracie Morrison will go to the bucket. No, she gets back over to Satterfield, speaking of, and it comes back out to Hannah Moore.
Now, I would have liked Satterfield just to put that up. Just put it up. Maybe you draw a foul, but I would have liked seeing Satterfield just put that up for South Charleston.
Daisha Gray for Oak Hill.
And they settle back into their own 2-3. I don't think either team has went man-to-man all night. Both have been playing zone in the half court the entire game. That's a nice look from Tasia. Really nice cross-court look.
28-14, they've doubled up South Charleston so far.
And Addie's the first player in double figures. She's got 11.
Shot comes up, that's good for Michaela Collins. It's 28-17, and that's what South Charleston does. They shoot from beyond the arc, and if they get hot, this thing could get close in a hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good point.
Tasia Gray. Danielle Parsons. Inside of Allie Williams.
She walked with it. Yeah, she walked with it. I wouldn't mind seeing Allie catch the ball at the foul line and turn and face, collect herself and then turn and face and then facilitate the offense from there. You can maybe either hit a little foul line jumper, put it on the floor, or kick it back out.
Speaking of, a kick out 3 was no good. And out comes Addie Isaacs with it. She'll take a mid-range shot. Can't get it to fall. Allie Williams is in there on the rebound, but it will come back out to Michaela Collins. Collins goes to the bucket, puts it up and in. It's 28-19, just like that. Tasia Gray with the ball now. 4-0 got it over to Addie Isaacs. Isaacs will go right back to Tasia in the corner. Allie Williams spun with it. Danielle Parsons had an electric first quarter. Casey Compton takes a 3. Can't get it to fall. Allie is in there on the rebound, and Satterfield right in front of us, as I should have called Chris Rader's name.
Yeah, I did that with my left hand.
You did
That's
too.
my offhand.
That's pretty good. Better than my left hand, that's
I
for
should
sure.
run down the court with my left hand up like everybody does. Oh, that's a long three. I can't think that he wanted that one. I don't think Ahmad Whitten was happy with that shot.
I don't think so. But if you're still interested in going down the field left hand, we've got a wireless microphone.
If I went down the court once, I'd pull a hammy, Lucas. I can tell you that.
Here's Casey Compton. Knocked away from her and stolen away by Michaela Collins. And up ahead comes South Charleston, looking to cut into his lead even more.
Good hands by Addie.
Addie Isaacs.
Really good hands by Addie. Good pass. Finish that. Couldn't quite do it.
And comes all the way back out. Danielle Parsons and Allie Williams were there in the corner. It's going to be Tasia somehow coming away with it for now. Timeout called by Daryl Compton, saving his players' skins there.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even see what was going on over there in the far corner, but just bodies on the floor. But yeah, South Charleston's they've cut the lead. They've cut into the lead a little bit, 28-19. And again, what's been lacking in skill and not knocking down shots, they've more than made up for an effort for both teams. Both teams are really putting forth the effort. They're not always executing the way they're wanting to, but I really appreciate the effort from both teams here tonight.
Whoever loses this game cannot hang their head on their effort.
No, the effort's been there for both teams. It really has. The execution hasn't been, but the effort sure has.
We're set to go here, 5:08 in the third quarter. It's a 28-19 ball game. Oak Hill has the lead and the ball.
And again, Natalie Craddock with those 3 fouls. Daryl Compton chose to set her to start this second half. We'll see if he comes back to her at some point.
Shot comes up.
Good
Allie
rebound
Williams.
by Allie. Finish. Is that going to go in? No.
Oh.
No. That hung on the rim forever.
Literally.
Yes.
I thought he was going to call it okay, just give up.
So that's going to be on Satterfield. That'll just be her first. And that'll send Allie Williams to the line, who did a really nice job crashing the glass that time for Oak Hill. See if she can cash in on that effort now.
And she got the first one, 29-19, back to a 10-point game.
Nice
Got
shot.
it both.
There you go.
30-19.
I like to see him knock down both foul shots. You don't see that as much as I'd like.
It feels like we've seen it more in the last few games than we have.
Addie Isaacs will do
while.
it. That's going to be a walk. And again, there's that pressure defense causing another turnover. South Charleston. I would love to know how many times South Charleston has even gotten across half court tonight.
This is because I saw Russ Udy over here. I'm thinking about what I would say if I was writing a column on this. South Charleston's word would be discombobulated.
Good pass. A lot of traffic down there.
And Addie hits the deck.
A lot of contact. Addie hit the deck. And it was a nice pass underneath from Tasia, but then there was a lot of traffic down there. And Addie just couldn't get the shot off.
Hannah Moore will take a long softball inbound.
Now that's the way you break that press. That's a nice job by South Charleston.
Go up with the shot. Will Nyani Watson, no good, but they do get the rebound, and that comes back out to Paisley Henderson. Hannah Moore with the ball now. Got it back over to Watson, back over to Paisley Henderson. Will take a three. She cannot get it to fall. And up comes Tasia with the rebound. Tasia's off in the races. She puts a tough shot up and nearly got it.
Ooh. That's going to be a foul on Casey Compton.
That'll be South Charleston ball with 4:26 to go in the third quarter.
Tasia has no brake pedal.
None.
No. I mean, it is all gas all the time with that girl, man. That was 1-on-2, and she didn't think for a minute about pulling that out.
No.
So South Charleston a little better job of breaking that press the last couple of possessions here.
Michaela Collins now back over to Nyani Watson. And that's going to be Oak Hill ball.
Yeah, Casey Compton took the charge as Hannah Moore just tried to use her size and kept backing her down, but they said Casey stood her ground, so it's going to be a charge on Hannah Moore.
And in comes Natalie Clark for the first time in the second half.
Yeah, checking in with those 3 fouls. Let's see if she checks in 4. It looks like Danielle Parsons is going to take a seat. When you got Natalie and, Allie Williams in there, you got a big lineup for Oak Hill. And this is their normal starting lineup most of the time.
Addie Isaacs and Allie Williams. Nice feed.
Paddock
goes up, can't finish.
I like the set, though, that high post feed from Allie Williams. I really like what Daryl Compton drew up there.
Collins nearly made an insanely long 3.
Well, Tasia pulled it out that time. Nice job by the senior guard.
Isaacs, short. I don't think she really had a great chance to set her feet there and really get into that one.
Yeah, she probably rushed that one just a little bit.
Hannah Moore will inbound. 3.5 to go, third quarter. It is just an 11-point game, a 30-19.
And for the first time, you've seen actually Oak Hill back out of that press. I don't know if that's because of fatigue or South Charleston's done a little better job the last couple possessions of breaking it.
Corner 3, no. And that'll be Addie Isaacs on the rebound now for Oak Hill. Isaacs trying to go coast to coast.
It's a good take,
finish.
just didn't finish
Kick it back out to Casey Compton.
I like the take, though. Nice pass underneath. Finish that. There you go. Allie Williams now. She's got 6.
32-19. And whatever progress South Charleston had made to cut into the lead, they've taken a couple steps back.
Yeah, they sure have.
Paisley Henderson walked.
And Lucas, I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips and tugging at shorts. I think both teams are kind of tired right now, but Oak Hill being in that press all night is taking its toll. It might be why Daryl Compton's backed out of it.
It might be.
To give his girls just a little bit of a rest instead of going full court the whole time.
As Casey Compton checks out of the ball game. In for her is Jada Wilburn. Isaacs into Wilburn. And now they'll go cross court to Tasia Gray. Gray will get it back out to Jada.
I'd like to see that high post set from Allie to Natalie again. Nice pass, though. Oh, my goodness. That's a gorgeous pass from Tasia Gray. And Addie Isaacs, it's just can't. She's frustrated with herself because Addie's a really good player. Those are shots that she can hit. And she's really frustrated. She's missed a couple of bunnies. That was a great pass from Tasia. And Addie just couldn't finish at that time.
I was trying to figure out how that got called a tie-up. There wasn't no tie-up about it.
Yeah, Hannah Moore checks out for South Charleston.
Tasia Gray over to Jada Wilburn. Back over to Tasia.
Nice
Tasia,
pass.
nice feed. And then Natalie just can't finish twice, but she'll get another shot as it stays on this end.
Well, Natalie should have just caught it and went up with it. She caught it and then put it on the floor for no reason. She should have just caught it and went up with it. When she put it on the floor, she gave South Charleston a chance to close out on her. Put that up and go. There you go.
34-19.
Natalie's got 5 now.
Under 2 minutes, third quarter.
Again, a very aggressive Oak Hill 2-3 zone. They're extending it out well past the three-point line, and Amon Witten's going to take a timeout to talk about it, see how to attack this a little bit.
With $1:40 to go here in the third quarter, let's take that timeout with them, and we'll come back after this on the Nerva Network. Welcome you back on the Nuva Network. Lucas Berry, Chris Rader here with you. And Chris, I wanted to make a point about this. We talked about this is the first time Oak Hill's played a home playoff game in girls basketball in forever. How about this crowd? This might be the largest girls game crowd in quite some time here at Oak Hill, and for a team that is deserving of every ounce of support they're getting.
No, and actually, I think in general, the crowds for girls basketball games are a lot better than they are when I used to be in school. So I'm happy to see people come out and support girls sports.
Gracie Morrison. That's a shot from Watson that's no good. And Tasia will come away with a rebound for Oak Hill.
Good look ahead. There you go. Tasia could have a lot more assists. Her teammates haven't been finishing some of her passes, but Tasia's had some really nice looks here tonight. That was a great outlet pass.
And that'll be an over and back.
Yeah, sure will. And Lucas, regardless of whether Oak Hill's been in their half-court defense or they've been running that 2-2-1 zone press, their defensive intensity's been really good tonight. They've been all over the South Charleston ball handlers tonight. So they're playing like it's the postseason. They're playing like they know if we lose, we're going home. So I'm really happy to see that from the Oak Hill girls here.
I'd be curious to hear from Coach Compton post-game what he thinks of his team's effort. I know he can't. Well, I won't say I know he can't find anything to criticize because it's a coach. Coaches always can find something to need to improve on, but doesn't have a single reason to complain tonight.
They were trying to run that high-low set that time. I'd like to see them try to go back to that with Natalie and Allie.
Addie. It's Tasia.
That was a nice idea to try to wrap around pass to Natalie.
Tie up on the floor. We'll see which way it goes. It'll go this way. Still Oak Hill ball.
Yeah, Daryl, I don't think he won't be unhappy with the effort. He might have something to say about the execution, but the effort's been there. As Jocelyn Canada is going to check back into the game for South Charleston. I hope I'm getting her name right. I want to say Jocelyn, but it's spelled like Jocelyn. So if you're watching from South Charleston, if we're butchering any names, we're really sorry. We don't mean to do that, but I'm going to pronounce it. Are you seeing that as Jocelyn Canada too?
Kind of, yeah.
It's J-U.
I think you've said her name every time she's on the floor. I don't think I have yet. But that's what I would say. That
Boom.
comes in. It's a three from Tasia.
Really nice set. Tasia's got 11. She joins Addie in double figures. They each have 11 to lead all scorers.
Gracie Morrison.
Nice job by Tasia. Tasia's played a good game tonight.
What a move that was. Tasia, oh my goodness, she's everything to finish there.
Man, like I said, that girl has no brake pedal. It's all gas all the time with her. That's going to be on Paisley Henderson. That'll be her second, and that'll send Tasia to the line. But I think Tasia's played a really nice game tonight. She would have several more assists. Her teammates have really blown some really nice passes that she's fed them. They just haven't been able to finish, but she's done a nice job of running the offense here tonight for Oak Hill.
And we'll also just point out the obvious, or at least I will. When Tasia and Addie play like this, Oak Hill is hard to beat.
And frankly, I don't think Addie's played that great a game. Addie's got 11, but she's missed a lot of shots she's capable of hitting. I'm not being critical. I think Addie would tell you. I think they're going to get Natalie Craddock on a lane violation, so that's going to rob Tasia of her second foul shot, unfortunately. But, yeah, they're actually staked to this lead, and I think Addie hasn't played one of her best games.
She's in there defensively. And South Charleston goes up.
Wow.
Wow was right.
She almost banked that off the top of the glass.
Addie.
There you
got
go.
It.
That's the Addie Isaacs that we know.
I was just foreshadowing is all.
Yeah, she's got 14.
And at the end of three, it is 42-19 Oak Hill. Let's return for the set for the fourth quarter after this on the Nuva Network. We're back here near the network as we begin the fourth quarter. Oak Hill up 42-19 on the visiting South Charleston Black Eagles. Win this one, you go to St. Albans. You win that one, you go to state.
Good D by Casey Compton. Had it picked clean that time. She's going to pick up a cheap foul. That'll be Casey's third.
That'll be Ziona Carter, who she fouled, number 14 for South Charleston.
Lucas, what I've liked about Oak Hill's defense is even though they've been in a 2-3, sometimes it's easy to be lazy in a 2-3 zone. It's easy to kind of lay back and you're not guarding any particular man. They've been really active in their 2-3 zone. They've been pressuring the ball, and it shows that you can play a 2-3 and still play very intense defense, and Oak Hill's done that here tonight. Nice steal by Addie, good anticipation.
Isaacs, the bucket finished 44-19.
She's got 16 to lead all scorers now.
Carter. Three is in the air, it is no good.
Another nice pass by Tasia Gray. That's how you finish it. Addie's got 18, but another really good look ahead by Tasia Gray, and she's had several of those tonight. She's played really well.
Another steal here by Casey Compton up ahead to Tasia. Nice feed to Casey going back. It was blocked as Jordan Harris comes up with it, comes back out to Casey Compton. Addie Isaacs thought about a three, chose to drive instead. Isaacs will pick up a foul.
Let's see who that's on. It's going to be on number 11, Paisley Henderson. That's her third. Addie's going to go to the line. And all of a sudden, she's got 18, looking to see if she can get to 20. The game's really gotten away from South Charleston. You know, at one point, and just to give you an idea, Oak Hill's in the midst of an 18-0 run, because at one point, South Charleston had cut it to 28-19 to get it under 10, and they haven't scored since then. So we're looking at a 19-0 run right now.
And that feels like forever ago, but it really isn't.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember when we took the time out and you mentioned, you know, South Charleston had that, they cut it to 9 as Addie's got 20, and they haven't scored since then. So a 20-0 run as Kirsten Vazell checks in for Addie Isaacs, and she'll sit down with those 20 points.
If I can make a point that I made last time when Wyoming East kind of took Addie out of the game, it feels like Oak Hill is just taking South Charleston away from their game. And I don't mean that like, the defensive intensity, which is obviously what's happened. But South Charleston hasn't taken that many threes, and they're not a team that has an inside presence. They've made them go inside. South
Charleston's been lucky to even get shots off tonight, to be honest with you. They've had so many turnovers. I wish I had the number. It's got to be around 25 turnovers, I would say. So, I mean, they just haven't gotten that many field goal attempts overall. And largely when they have, it's been one and done. Oak Hill not only is causing turnovers, but they've been beating South Charleston on the glass as well.
Gracie Morrison. Another turnover. That's Casey Compton again.
Nice pass.
Tasia going up. Got it.
Way to finish with your left hand there too, kiddo. And Tasia with the steal. That's going to be, I was almost an and one. And Tasia's going to go to the line. She's got 13 now, looking to add to that. And it's officially a blowout now. It's gotten away from the Black Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Because number 14, Landon Briscoe Lambert, has checked in. This is her first action of the night. She's just a freshman for South Charleston. Tasia knocks that down. And Danielle Parsons is going to check back in for Natalie Craddock. And we mentioned early in the game, you know, Danielle was a surprise start for Oak Hill, and I thought she did a nice job in the first quarter, giving them a little spark. She had the first points of the game. She was doing a really nice job of getting several rebounds for Oak Hill, so that was a good decision by Daryl Compton. I think it worked out for him. And Allie Williams has played well off the bench here tonight, too, so that might be something he goes back to in the next game.
It wouldn't surprise me. Shot comes up. It is no good.
Also checking in for South Charleston is Joelle Pleer. She's the sophomore, number 30. She's getting her first action of the night here as well.
And that'll be stolen away to hit Stage in the face, I think. But a foul will be called here. It'll be South Charleston. It'll be Oak Hill ball.
And that's just been the story of the game here for South Charleston, just turnovers. As that Oak Hill defense has just really thrown them out of sorts all night.
Harrison Fizel. It's now over to Casey Compton. Compton really fought out a three there. Fizel.
Oh, it's a tough shot. She almost made it. The girls are still playing hard for both teams as Jordan Harris and Jada Satterfield both crashed to the floor. They're still playing hard even though it's the 52-19 game.
Oak Hill's led wire to wire in this game. It's, as it stands, they will win.
Then you got to start preparing for St. Albans. I'm sure Darryl will be watching a lot of tape on the Red Dragons.
We saw what they can do in this gym this season. They came here. We did that game.
It's going to be a foul on Jordan Harris. It'll be her third.
I'll give my preliminary scouting report. South Charleston, St. Albans is physical. They are not. They won't shy away from being physical with you. You're going to have to earn it against them. And I say that as if there wasn't a reason they're the number one seed.
Yeah, no, and Oak Hill's played really physical here tonight too, but that'll be a different animal when they draw St. Albans. And I have to figure St. Albans is going to execute what they want to do a little better than South Charleston's able to do that tonight.
I'd have to think.
I think we're going to have they're going to call a travel on Satterfield prior to the contact.
So now I'll give Oak Hill the ball back with a 4:50 to go in the fourth quarter.
Now, I'm not sure when that Darryl said he thought that game would be Tuesday, March 4th. I'm not sure when that.
I'm not sure either. That sounds right. Gazelle over to Jordan Harris. She'll take a three.
Boom. Jordan Harris. Nice job for Jordan. That's her first points of the game.
Asia Gray brings the rebound down for Oak Hill. From the foul line, no. Hannah Moore got it for South Charleston. She's got to do something with it. She will get it over to Nyani Watson. Shot comes up, no. Parsons was in there on the glass.
It's a good rebound by Pleer. And that breaks the drought for South Charleston, as Oak Hill was actually on a 27-0 run before Joelle Pleer broke the drought with that layup right there. And I think Darryl Compton's going to clear his bench and give some of his JV players a chance to play here in a regional game. Good rebound by Jordan Harris. Had that one rejected out of there by Pleer. That's going to stay here with Oak Hill.
He's not gone there yet, but he is definitely looking that over.
Yeah, I think he's contemplating who to put in there.
Well, he's gonna get Jada up first.
Yeah, Jada's going to check back in here in a minute.
Danielle Parsons, and that may have got tipped on the way through. But either way, it will be Gracie Morrison with the ball here for South Charleston. She got it back to Nyani Watson. Moore with the shot, can't get it to fall. Satterfield was in there. And Satterfield will lose out to Danielle Parsons.
Carrie Fizel, she's going to put one up. Oh, it rimmed out on her. I thought she had that knocked down for a minute. South Charleston just threw that away.
Good idea, but no one was home. As it's Casey Compton now. Danielle Parsons. Jordan Harris. Bizel. Nice ball movement here from the Red Devils. It's Tasia Gray. She'll line up a three. Got it.
Yeah, if you let her step into one, she'll knock it down. She's got 18 tonight. played a really nice game for the Red Devils.
Shot comes up and it's good. 58-23.
I think that was Joel Pleer again. I looked down for just a second. Of course, they scored when I looked down.
We were both looking down, so
Yeah.
I picked the exact right time to score. It's Casey Compton. Under 2 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. It's Fizel. How about Coach? He's still into it.
He's still into it, man. Yeah, he's still coaching out there. Good luck by Parsons underneath Casey Compton.
Jordan Harris. I feel like we're playing a game of keep away here. As I say that, Danielle Parsons took a three. She
Nice
missed.
job by Harrison Fazell to run that down. Casey
Compton
couldn't
puts it
knock
up,
it
couldn't
down.
get it to fall, and Satterfield will bring it down. And that's Morrison again on the shot. It's no good. And up comes Tasia Gray.
Daryl's going to take a timeout. And
This is mostly stop the game to get players in
Yeah.
timeout. And brief them on what we want to do. Up big.
so nice win here tonight for Daryl Compton and his girls. So that they're going to move to the regional, I guess they call it the regional co-final. Because they take the top two teams from each region. So
Right, so it doesn't. Yeah, it's a co-final now, isn't it?
So they will be one step away from Charleston. And again, man, that's all you can hope for is just a chance. And Oak Hill took advantage of an opportunity tonight. So we have some subs that have checked in. Kaya Osborne's checked in. Jada Wilburn's checked in.
And I don't have 20 or 24. I forgot to write them down.
That's Kaya Osborne. And
Wilburn
Jada
will take a
Wilburn
three.
couldn't
No.
get the bounce. Nice shot by Kaya Osborne. Couldn't get it to fall, though.
Osborne
Got
gets
it
it back.
back.
Can't get it to fall either. And South Charleston will come away with it. It is Gracie Morrison. Morrison feeding it inside this two. That wasn't Satterfield, that was Tamara Williams, who went up with the shot. There'll be a foul called, and they'll send Williams to the foul line. I did not see who it was on for Oak Hill.
I didn't either.
Tamara Williams' first free throw was no good. Remains 58-23. Danielle Parsons exits the ball game, as does Kirsten Frizzell. And that bench is into it as the rebound is going to be corralled by Jada Wilburn. Will push up to an unidentified number two.
That was Bella Holly with a nice pass. I got to get 20's. I got to get her name.
And so fight for it underneath. Henderson put the shot up. It's going to be corralled by number 30, Joel Pleer. Osborne had it stripped away. And up ahead now, and that's going to be the final horn. Oak Hill wins 60-25 over South Charleston, and they are moving on to the regional co-final.
And they're excited, man. You can tell they're really excited to get that win here tonight. They'll move on to play the St. Albans Red Dragons, the number one seed here in Region 3, and a berth to the state championship. State tournament will be on the line for the Lady Devils.
Oh, yeah. Chris, we're going to see if we can get Coach Compton and maybe a player or two as we get out there. I'll be out there in just a second. I'll wait for the cue. And we're here with the victorious head coach, Mr. Darrell Compton, coach, 60-25. These games were excited by a combined 5 points in the regular season, and then that happens. How on earth does that happen?
Practice and keep working. That's what the regular season's there for. You keep practicing. Hopefully you get better at the right time. And like I said, this week's practice has been just amazing, just fun to watch, and I think we showed something tonight.
I'll say you did. Everyone's going to look in the paper or whatever they look tomorrow and go 60-25 kill. What happened there?
But,
now,
it's amazing just to see these girls perform like this and what they've worked so hard for. It's all on them. There's not a whole lot of coaching you do in a tournament. It's just effort, and they showed that tonight. I'm so proud of them.
Now, Chris Rader and I were talking a little bit. The last time we had you guys was the Wyoming East game.
Yes.
Wyoming East came in here and just put on a clinic.
Yes.
It seemed like it was such a 180 in terms of what you all were able to do defensively from that night. I'll admit I didn't watch the Greenbrier West game. We did other games that day.
Right.
So I don't know how that game went. But what can we talk about from the last game, from that Wyoming East game to today in terms of defensive intensity? You ratcheted up to 11 when I saw like up there.
Yeah, so I think the Wyoming East game, I believe it kind of humbled us because I think we was on a 5 or 6 game winning streak. And, Wyoming East is a very good team. And, they just came in here and kicked our butts. And I think it humbled them, and it made them say, hey, we got to do better in practice. We got to do better. We got to study film. We got to do this because their one goal, and that's been the one goal, especially for the seniors, is to get down to the state tournament. That's their main goal. So they're bought in, and see what we do next week.
Well, speaking of next week, I'll get you out of here on this one. St. Albans, you're going down to the number 1 seed. We saw him here.
Yes.
What are you looking at in terms of that game? I know this game's just ended, but what should we expect from that one next week going down there?
They're going to bring a whole lot of ball pressure, and we've got to be able to withstand that ball pressure and go from there. But I think we can play with them. I think we can score with them. It's the fact of can we handle the ball pressure, and I think we can. If we have another week of practice like we did this past week, it's going to be a good game.
Coach, congratulations tonight and good luck against St. Albans. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Once again, that's the victorious head coach, Mr. Darrell Compton. 60-25, Oak Hill wins it. Let's go back, and I'll see if I can talk to Chris Rader here before we end up. We're back here one final time on the Nerva Network. Lucas Berry, Chris Rader here with you, and Oak Hill wins at 60-25. I still can't believe that score over South Charleston, advances to the regional co-final against St. Albans. And, this feels like the 180 of the Wyoming East game, does it not?
Well, I said before the game that I wanted to see better defensive intensity, and we absolutely saw that with their zone press. And then even when they were in their half-court 2-3 zone, the defensive intensity was, like Darrell said and like you said, it was a 180. So if they can go down to St. Albans and just play with that type of effort, I think they have a puncher's chance. If they can play with that type of defensive effort, they'll be in the game. They will be playing a better team who will execute what they want to do offensively and defensively better than South Charleston did tonight. But Oak Hill, if they play with that intensity, should be in the game anyway. Just because I feel like I have to be positive about everything. If I'm South Charleston's perspective, I'm like, I can build on the effort. Yeah, I thought South Charleston's effort was good tonight too. They struggled against that 2-2-1 zone press. They could barely get the ball across half court. They have a young team and they'll be back. But this was Oak Hill's night tonight. I thought they played really well. Daryl Compton said they had a great week of practice, and I think it showed here tonight. That's the best I've seen Oak Hill look tonight in the games that we've done. And you want to play your best at this time of the year, and they certainly did that tonight.
Absolutely. So that'll just about do it for us. Robert Pauly on the big camera, Chase Berry on the small camera, Darren McGuffin right beside me. Chris Rader, I'm Lucas Berry saying thank you so much for watching. Good night. Once again, our final score. Oak Hill 60, South Charleston 25. Oak Hill is moving on in the regional tournament.